Hello little dreamers, welcome to this new video. Today I'm going to relate you a story entitled The Magical Journey of Ming the Panda. Once upon a time, in a vast bamboo forest, there lived a playful panda named Ming. Ming was known as the most agile panda in the whole panda kingdom. He spent his days climbing trees and playing with his friends in the forest. One day, while playing by a stream, Ming heard about an extraordinary event that was to take place at the top of the mystical mountain. It was said that all brave and patient pandas were invited to take part in a unique event called the Challenge of the Stars. The bravest and most patient pandas in the kingdom were invited to take part in the legendary Star Challenge. This challenge, it was said, allowed those who succeeded in touching the sky to be presented with a sparkling star to watch over them forever. Excited by this perspective, Ming decided to go for it. To reach the top of the mountain, he had to cross vast stretches of dense forest and high rocky hills. But Ming was determined, and with his rucksack full of delicious bamboo, he set off on his journey. The path was strewn with obstacles, and with every step Ming met new inhabitants of the forest. A family of songbirds guided him along the forest paths, and a family of playful rabbits helped him leap over the streams. However, as Ming progressed, he began to feel impatient. He wanted to reach the top of the mountain as quickly as possible to take part in the Star Challenge. But the more he hurried, the longer and more difficult the journey seemed.
If only I could touch a star right now, my journey would be even more extraordinary,
he said to himself in a low voice. It was then that he met the old sage, a 100-year-old tortoise who had traveled through the kingdom of the pandas for many generations. He was renowned for his wisdom and kindness towards all living beings. The wise man looked at the panda with a gentle smile.
Young panda, I can see you're getting impatient. But patience is the key to wisdom. Every moment of your journey is precious, just like every star in the sky. Learn to savor every step and you'll discover the magic hidden in the present.
Ming listened carefully to the wise man's words and began to realize that he shouldn't be in such a hurry. He slowed his pace and began to look around him. He saw pretty, colorful flowers, butterflies fluttering about, and listened to the soft sound of the wind in the bamboo leaves. It was all so beautiful. He had been in such a hurry to reach the top of the mountain that he hadn't realized the beauty of his surroundings. Along the way, Ming met other animals. But this time, he took the time to talk to them and observe them. Each encounter brought him new wisdom, and Ming felt he had learned a great deal from them. He now understood that the challenge of the stars was not just to reach the top of the mountain, but to develop patience and wisdom along the way. Ming's journey became an inner quest, in which he discovered not only the secrets of the mystical mountain, but also those that lay within himself. In the darkness of the night, when the stars twinkled in the sky, Ming took a moment to contemplate their splendor and feel the magic emanating from this extraordinary adventure. After a fun-filled journey full of wise lessons, Ming finally arrived at the top of the mystical mountain, where the Star Challenge would take place. The Star Challenge was a special event where brave pandas showed off their skills by jumping as high as they could in an attempt to touch a shining star. Ming was excited to take part and show what he had learned. When it was his turn, he climbed onto a rock and jumped high into the air, trying to touch a glittering star. But despite all his efforts, he didn't succeed. Yet he didn't feel sad at all. The wise old man appeared beside him and said,
My young friend, you have traveled an extraordinary road to get here. I see in you a wisdom that exceeds your age. You have learned patience, a rare and precious quality. It's wonderful to see how much you've grown along the way. I want you to know that you have already won the challenge of the stars. because you've touched the stars in your heart by becoming a wise and patient panda. And that's far more precious than any star in the sky.
Ming humbly lowered his eyes. The wise man raised his paw and pointed towards the starry sky.
Look at the sky, Ming. These stars will always shine for you wherever you go. They are a reflection of the wisdom you have found within yourself. Never forget the value of each moment and the magic of patience.
Ming understood what the wise man meant. He realized that the challenge of the stars was not just a question of height, but also of heart. He felt happy because he knew he had already won something important. He looked around and saw his panda friends smiling warmly. They were proud of him, whether or not he'd hit a star. Ming was a patient and wise panda, and that was what mattered most. The challenge of the stars came to an end, and everyone went home. Ming returned home feeling so grateful for his wonderful journey and the lessons he had learned. From that day on, Ming was never impatient. He knew that the real magic of life was in the journey itself, and that every moment was precious. And so, our Ming panda lived happily ever after, keeping the wisdom of patience in his heart, and knowing that the stars would always shine for him wherever he went. End of story. Thank you for following this story. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to put a little blue thumb, subscribe, and click on the notification bell for new adventures. Stay curious and keep dreaming. See you soon on Tale, Adventure, and Kids.